So another video here about my experience in Tijuana. So the reason I chose Tijuana was because it's cheaper than Dr. Alvarez. Now Dr. Alvarez is supposed to be the best in the world, but I am a mother of five that are under 18, six total, and money is definitely tight. So I chose Tijuana. We flew from Memphis to Phoenix and then from Phoenix to San Diego. They picked us up at San Diego Airport. The thing that I was the most nervous about was who was going to pick us up and if they were some drug cartel and how we were going to get across the border and all that. But everything worked out. The guy's name was Alejandro. He was super sweet. And he drove us right across the border. I think maybe 20 minutes is where it was from San Diego. We go to the clinic. It was a clinic with the hospital floor on it and a surgery floor like this one. Not as new, but definitely they were not bilingual. Some were, but not all. They had translators in their pockets, and they used their phones. Here at Dr. Alvarez's thing, they're all bilingual. They packed us into an alley and to drop us off, and Adam's face was just so funny because he didn't know what to expect. Me, I had talked to several people, so I kind of knew what to expect, and I was not panicking about that part. I was more like, who is the stranger picking me up? Where's he going to take me? Is somebody going to abduct me? All that stuff. But I knew I had Adam with me, so if something happened, he'd just squash him. So we get there at Dr. Verboonen's office, and they pull me back, and my phone dies, and so Adam has no way of getting a hold of me or anything, and they make him wait in the waiting room. So by the time he got upstairs to me, which had been an hour and a half or whatever, they did all my pre-op stuff, he was like panic mode, just worried to death. But after that, it went pretty good. They had a psychologist come and talk to me, all that stuff. Went back to surgery. I had no problems with the surgery, no pain at all. And I have a very low pain tolerance. I am a wimp. I'm just going to let you know I'm a wimp. And the only complaint was the gas pain from the anesthesia where they blow up your chest and all that stuff. And the nausea. I got really, really nauseous, couldn't hold anything down. Some people do, some people don't. It's just part of it. There's no way to predict that. I threw up water. I threw up pretty much everything I tried. The only thing I held down was popsicles, which were just amazing. From Dr. Verboonen's office, they were working on adding on and doing some construction. So after I was out of recovery and rested a while, they moved us to a recovery house across town. That recovery house was like a condo type apartment, studio apartment. We were in there by ourselves. Well, I think there might have been another person in there, but I never saw them. I mean, they stayed in their room and they were by themselves, I think. Beautiful view. Again, still struggling with nausea. Slept most of the time. The next day, they moved us to the Grand Hotel of Tijuana. That place has got a floor full of businesses and doctors and dentists and anything you can think of. It's got a medical floor. It's got a restaurant floor. It's got everything was huge. Wonderful view where we were at. The only thing there, I did not know that we could request popsicles and stuff. I didn't know that they had stuff like that for me. So Adam would go across the store and get me stuff. So I would definitely say ask. The communication in both places kind of, but that's to be expected when you go to a different country and have a surgery. But the more questions you ask, if you're uncertain or unsure, ask a question and get an answer. Don't just assume like I did. The popsicles are definitely a must. Then after the night at the Grand Hotel Tijuana, we boarded our plane. I hadn't slept much. Obviously you don't sleep much after you have a surgery, but I slept all the way home on the plane. The plane ride home, if I could change anything, would have been first class, just because I didn't feel good. If you are on a plane home, ask for a wheelchair, because they will board you first, and you don't have to wait as long. You don't have to squeeze through those aisles. They will board you first, and then they will pick you up and take you to your next terminal or gate. So don't hesitate. Even if you feel like you can walk, still do that, because it made a world of difference once one of the ladies had told me that. It's one less stress you had to worry about, is getting to your next gate, So I would say definitely ask for a wheelchair. The ride home was fine. I mean, I felt fine. We stopped at the Loves outside of Memphis and got me some soup, and once I got in my bed and had that soup, I felt amazing after that. The recovery time, I would say within a couple days, I was up and around, feeling fine. After I got home, I did fine. I was ready to mow the yard, take care of the kids. I was fine. There was nothing wrong. I had people ask how long does it take to recover. Everybody's different, but the 3 days after my surgery were the hardest, just because I wasn't at home and I wasn't eating like I was supposed to. I wasn't drinking like I was supposed to, because I couldn't hold anything down. But once I got that chicken broth in my system, and that started going down because it was warm, I think, I started getting better. And it was just like I just kept getting better. Within, I'd say by the weekend, I was ready to mow the yard. Not push mow, but riding lawnmower. That next week I was shopping, doing cleaning, all that stuff. It was not a problem. So taking care of children in the house after surgery is not a problem at all. I mean, my family helps. I make them do chores. My husband helps, but I mean, I had no pain. After my nausea was gone, I was perfect. And I am definitely have a low pain tolerance. So I will think of more questions, and I will post another video.